This video is part 3 of a series. Click in the top right corner to watch parts 1 and 2. A fighter from ARMS is coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate! Hearing our pleas after the worst Smash trailer, the pantheon of Smash developers bestows upon us the worst Smash trailer! Again! But it's not that bad, so I can avoid rehashing the climax of the last part. Though this isn't the worst Smash reveal trailer, I think this was the worst way to reveal a Smash character. The main issue is that it's unceremonious as heck. It was slotted in the middle of a direct mini that was shadow dropped with no prior announcement, and the only build-up it has of its own is Chris the direct announcer voice saying, "The fighter included in Wave 6 of the paid Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC will be..." Then, when viewers would expect a traditional trailer revealing the new fighter, this instead plays the ARMS main theme as an obvious giveaway and announces the series the new fighter is from. Viewers who may not like ARMS are only told here to guess who the new fighter is out of a list and see if they're right in 3 months! This type of guessing game in general might be the wrong approach to revealing a Smash character. All it did here was disappoint by abruptly limiting the possibilities, and I don't see how it could be better executed to prevent that from happening again. Certainly it doesn't help that ARMS was a game from 2017 that lacked a large player base by the time this trailer aired in 2020, and only briefly showed signs of a sequel as a result of this reveal. I don't think ARMS and its cast were iconic enough by that point to enable anyone to engage in this guessing game for 3 months. So most people within a week settled on Min Min, the most popular character, or Springman, the poster child if they believe that his assist trophy didn't get in the way of potential DLC choices. This trailer is awkward and fills an awkward gap between January and June 2020 in which no new Smash DLC would be released. I guess unfortunate scheduling forces reveal to exist in all its non-reveal nature. Looking back, it sticks out as rather disappointing. Ramen time! That last reveal does have one notable upside. It enables the full reveal to get away with using stylized elements that would otherwise spoil the new fighter's series. This trailer makes full use of that opportunity, with a large fight between the ARMS cast trying to grab the Smash invitation from one another, in a cel-shaded comic book style reminiscent of promotional artwork for ARMS, featuring some stunning visual effects. And they have to preface this with a shot of Min Min in her family's noodle house just to further spoil the new fighter. From her first appearance, it takes 97 seconds to reach the splash screen, but at least those 97 seconds are entertaining, with the aforementioned fight as well as simply iconic shots of Kirby and Captain Falcon over-exaggeratedly eating ramen. Evidently, this trailer prioritizes entertainment value over surprise. With a great deal of the surprise being revealed months prior, it had to. Regardless, the scenes meant to entertain here do so quite well. I fear this may be harsh, but it lacks a big high point or unique strength to push this into amazing tier. Its quality is more or less average and consistent throughout. Based mostly on sentimental value and gut instinct, B-Movie's got nothing on this. A new seed! Outside of Echo Fighter reveals, this might be the most uneventful reveal trailer for this game. When you boil it down, what really happens in the 41 seconds before Steve first appears? Mario gets knocked into a cave and stands there. As a substitute for entertainment, the cave houses Minecraft model after Minecraft texture after Minecraft sound effect, making this entire build-up a spot the reference game that is beaten effortlessly by anyone who's played Minecraft, which a concerning lot of Smash players hadn't before this trailer first aired. Once Steve appears, it does get a bit better. Minecraft's stiff animation is used for comedy as if an answer to fans' concerns that it would prevent Steve from working in Smash. Appropriately from there, a creeper explosion transitions into the gameplay montage, containing plenty of nice little Minecraft references that aren't the main focus anymore, as well as the expected reveal of Alex midway through. This ends with night setting in. Then starts again with the unexpected reveals of Zombie and Enderman, where it isn't even clear at first glance that they're alternate costumes for Steve and Alex, but it's quite cool to see the trailer keep going. Minecraft, being a sandbox game with a unique style achieved by being completely lacking in certain aspects like the animations, can't exactly have a traditional Smash reveal trailer. The trailer it ended up getting feels as though it only goes halfway in crafting the unconventional trailer that it should be. It does pick up steam later on though, and for that, it could be worse. The One-Winged Angel. Where the past few trailers may have been brought down by experimental ideas with varying levels of success, this returns to the exciting build-up, climactic reveal and raw action many desire from Smash trailers. It opens ambiguously yet tensely with an assortment of characters in a valley that Gleam is preparing to gleam again like in World of Light. As he is about to fire 25 seconds in, he instead gets sliced in half and left to disintegrate. While viewers wonder who could possibly be capable of doing this, in the most epic music drop so far, One Winged Angel plays as Sephiroth descends from the skies to announce that he will destroy everyone instead. Now that is a memorable introduction. From here, the trailer becomes even more intense, with extremely fast-paced battles set to one of the best boss themes in video games. In particular, there's a fake-out shot in which Sephiroth impales Mario with this breathtaking silhouette. Rated A by Sora. Okay, we get it. You can get away with more than you'd expect within a given age rating. Besides, like many shots and lines in this trailer, it's a reference to Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, which was apparently a bad film, but I can still feel the passion Sakurai had for it, and that makes me happy. This trailer nails many people's image of an ideal Smash reveal trailer, and it is still awesome to watch today as a standalone animated fight scene. For a video game trailer to achieve that while remaining a fantastic trailer, it has to be spectacular. One day, Pyra just disappeared. It is with much regret that I must inform you that the Ashen Demon is back and hungry for more. Again. And again, it isn't that bad, so I don't need to overplay how bad it is. It opens with another reverse reveal baiting a story expansion for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 that can be sussed out as a Smash reveal using various lines of thought. The main giveaway in my eyes is timing. When this trailer aired in February 2021, Xenoblade 2 was over 3 years old and very unlikely to receive another paid DLC expansion that could headline a direct. It already received one in 2018 that was so massive it had a standalone release. What else could the cast and world of Xenoblade 2 be used for? Probably not Happy Meals. Looking into the plot of this long game that I haven't played, so I've had to research it online, so please point out any errors in my research, Pyra does go missing once halfway into the game, but she's found in due time. What else could the scenario of a main character vanishing into an unknown place be used for? Really makes you think, doesn't it? Additionally, this can't happen before the game because Rex knows Pyra here. I don't think it can happen after the game due to massive spoilers, and I don't think there's any time during the game in which this scenario can occur. What else could canon be safely ignored for the sake of "Are you convinced yet?" Individually, most of these make for very flimsy arguments, but together, combined with the common fan notion at the time that a Xenoblade 2 character was likely to smash, they don't exactly hide this trailer very well. In spite of this ruined reveal, this is the longest trailer for the game. Be prepared for lots of time spent building up this very predictable plot, and then let yourself be greeted with cheesy dialogue the likes of shouting of attack names for Xenoblade fans to recognise, starting with the one made up for Smash. Rex being shocked at the main abilities of the characters he's spent an entire 60-hour JRPG with. Awkward, self-aware comments on what the trailer is showing. This entire confusing ending scene with Shulk that's played up as some climactic rematch when he's only met Pyra and Mythra in Xenoblade 2's non-canon DLC challenges, and features dialogue that manages to make Shulk's English voice sound awful. For the 93 seconds before the splash screen, this trailer makes the viewer bored. For the 157 seconds after the splash screen, this trailer makes the viewer cringe. You can try to run from disappointment, but you'll be running a very long way. That phone video of Pyra and Mythra. It's a 13-second 9x16 video posted only onto Twitter of two 3D modelled anime-style girls on a flat colour background speaking 3 lines in Japanese because this wasn't dubbed into English. I don't know anymore. What the heck is this? The Iron Fist of Darkness. You're trying to run from disappointment. I know you are, but you aren't running far enough because this is still disappointing. On its initial broadcast, the trailer opened without the Smash trailer intro and straight onto a nondescript mountain range where a nondescript person is walking carrying Ganondorf's dead body. It isn't making itself clear as a Smash trailer, even the lighting makes Ganondorf look quite different to his in-game appearance, but it isn't explicitly baiting something else in particular. It's not trying to bait a trailer for the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild because this isn't Breath of the Wild's graphical style. It isn't either type of reveal, and it feels directionless as a result. Hints are utilised here that are good in concept. The first shot of Kazuya is vague but recognisable if you look closely enough. Kazuya's theme from Tekken 2 fades in, which starts ambiently and is only recognisable to Tekken fans. The scenario of dumping people off cliffs is a recurring plot point in the Tekken series that, again, only fans will recognise. However, they can't elevate this reveal when the glue holding them together is walking. How did Kazuya even get a hold of Ganondorf's dead body? Did he fight him for it? Because if so, we should have seen that fight and it would make this much more earned. The ensuing gameplay montage is interrupted midway by Kazuya throwing another person off the same cliff. And another. And another and another, and only in the first case did we see the fight that led to this. This leads to a showcase of his devil form that's built up here like a unique mechanic, when actually it's a more or less cosmetic change during his special moves. At least the Stinger has a funny spin on all of this. There's no variation in what this trailer brings to the table. This scientist circa 1687 testing Sir Isaac Newton's theories of gravity is the only thing it provides. No wonder Newton allegedly died a virgin when this is what his discoveries led to. The last key! At the end of our journey, is the last Smash reveal also disappointing? No. There's no need for disappointment anymore. We're free now to marvel at this last trailer. As a callback all the way back to Ultimate's teaser, this opens with the Smash trailer intro being interrupted with a cut to the burning Smash logo in the void, now with all the fighters in Ultimate instead of 2 Inklings. Parallels can be drawn between the usage of light throughout this trailer and the state of Smash hype throughout Ultimate's lifespan. Excitement burned in fans' minds in the years since the initial teaser, with it progressively becoming more of a subconscious expectation that new Smash fighters would be revealed at a regular time frame. Viewers are only reminded of that initial spark at the end of the game's lifespan, where it is shown to them as a reminder before it goes out, leaving one tiny but still burning flame. As a result, all the fighters turn into lifeless, motionless trophies, but Mario comes back to life, confidently grasps the last flame and uses it to forge the Kingdom Key. A shaft of light is opened, shining life back onto the other fighters as well as Smash hype, and to a sweeping orchestral score, out comes Sora, a character nostalgic to many Smash fans' childhoods, like the original Nintendo characters when Super Smash Bros. First came out, and the old Disney movies when Kingdom Hearts first came out. Do you realise what this is? This is symbolism. In a trailer for an all-star crossover fighting game. This risk paid off so well that it makes 39 seconds of Sora flying around feel earned. The trailer concludes with this exquisite shot of Mario and Sora shaking hands while this game's massive roster watches in the background. With one image, it is able to encapsulate the reasons why so many cherish Smash. The clashing of video game icons, the immense scale of the roster that increases with each game, the surprises the roster throws, both good and bad, the chance for decades-long dreams to come true. The only nitpick I can make about this trailer is that the Sephiroth fight in the gameplay montage lacks music. That's nowhere near enough to dent its high points. This trailer is awe-inspiring, spectacular, the perfect conclusion to the marvelous triumph of a video game that is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Thus, the conclusion to this retrospective series. In case it still wasn't clear yet, Smash Ultimate has some excellent trailers. Where other fighting games would reveal characters with little to no build-up, Smash gives most characters their own cinematics to build up excitement and make the reveals themselves memorable. Despite how much I may have complained throughout this series, I'd say everything in B-Movies Got Nothing on this tier and above is a great video game trailer, and below that is mostly experiments that didn't pan out. If talking about these trailers makes me more excited than playing the game they're for, then I may have a consumerism problem, but these aren't helping with that. Alas, I've said all I can say about them. Now, we play new games, watch new trailers, discuss new topics, and get on with our lives, with these memories serving as motivation to move forward. Or we keep playing the same game and making the same complaints and never branch out or progress. It's your choice. And I never have to do this stupid voice ever again unless I want to reference it in a gag in a later video, haha!